topic है ना, that is the corneal anatomy. So I'll begin with the topic. Okay, there is a slight lag, तो kindly you have to bear with me. थोड़ा सा lag आता है हमारे सेशंस में usually. Okay, screen थोड़ी सी stuck हो रही है अभी. को स्क्रीन मूव होती हुई नजर आ रही है किसी को? मेरे पास यहाँ पे I'm facing a lag. I think this would be fine. Okay, यूं मेरे ख्याल से बेहतर रहेगा. Okay. So talking about cornea, सबसे पहले we're going to discuss regarding the general considerations that we have to keep in mind. The cornea forms the anterior 1/6 of the eyeball, which is the outermost layer through which the light passes. This region over here. It measures 10.6 millimeters vertically and 11.7 millimeters horizontally. हमें ये न्यूमेरिकल्स थोड़े से याद करने होते हैं. जो हमारी न्यूमेरिक वैल्यूज हैं ये इंपॉर्टेंट हैं ऑफ्थल्मोलॉजी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, क्योंकि इसी तरह की वैल्यूज अमूमन एमसीक्यूज में पूछी जाती हैं. तो वी हैव टू रेटिफाई दीज. It measures around 10.6 millimeters vertically and 11.7 millimeters horizontally. मतलब horizontally इसकी width थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा है. It is thinnest at the center, 0.5 to 0.6 millimeter, a very important value to remember. And it is thicker at the periphery, around 0.7 millimeters. The radius of curvature of the anterior surface is 7.7 millimeters, whereas the radius of curvature of the posterior surface is 6.9 millimeters. It is frequently more curved in the vertical than in the horizontal plane. Vertical plane में थोड़ा ज़्यादा curved होती है as compared to the horizontal plane. And you can remember this by the mnemonic CV, curved in the vertical plane. It is the main structure responsible for the refraction of light entering the eye. The refractive index of the cornea is 1.37. The anterior surface of the cornea is the maximum contributor, 43 diopters, to the refractive power of the eye, which is in total 59 diopters. तो cornea जो है, जो उसकी anterior surface है, वो maximum contribute करती है in the refractive power of the eye. It's not the lens, it's the anterior surface of the cornea. Okay, so coming to this structure, microscopically, the cornea consists of 5 layers: the epithelium, the Bowman's layer, the stroma, Descemet's membrane, and finally the endothelium. अब हम इन सारी layers को बारी बारी डिटेल से देखेंगे. Coming to the first layer, layer 1, which is the epithelium. The epithelium consists of 5 layers. Epithelium की itself 5 layers होती हैं. The superficial cells are non-keratinized stratified squamous cells. जो सबसे ऊपर वाले cells हैं ये हैं non-keratinized stratified squamous. Whereas the deepest cells, they are columnar, as you can see over here in this diagram. At the corneoscleral junction, which is the limbus, this region over here, the epithelium becomes thicker and it may contain more than 10 or more layers of cells. ये हमने पहले भी देखा था पिछली स्लाइड में कि जो पेरिफेरी है वहां पर कॉर्निया थिक है और सेंटर में कॉर्निया थिन है. पेरिफेरी में इट्स अराउंड 0.7 मिलीमीटर्स. तो यहाँ पर एपिथेलियम जो है इट बिकम्स थिकर and it may contains more than 10 layers of cells. Greater part of the epithelium is devoid of immunocompetent dendritic cells called Langerhans cells. These cells may only be present at the periphery. जो Langerhans cells हैं वो mostly सिर्फ periphery पर ही पाए जाते हैं, center के अंदर अमूमन नहीं पाए जाते. Electron microscopy shows that the superficial most cells of the epithelium have microvilli that project into the tears. और इनका फंक्शन क्या होता है? दे असिस्ट इन रिटेनिंग द टेयर फिल्म। यहाँ पर होते हैं हमारे टीयर्स। तो जो सुपरफिशियल मोस्ट सेल्स हैं, यहाँ से कुछ माइक्रोविलाई निकलते हैं जो कि टीयर्स के अंदर उनको एडहेयर करने में हेल्प करते हैं। Then hemidesmosomes attach the deepest columnar cell layer to the basement membrane of the epithelium. This is very important. You have to remember this. Hemidesmosomes जो deepest columnar cells हैं इनको attach करते हैं basement membrane epithelium की उसके साथ. The basement membrane of the corneal epithelium is tightly attached to the layer 2, that is the Bowman's membrane. This is an important point to remember क्योंकि आगे जाके एक distinguishing feature है Descemet's membrane का. You have to remember that. इसमें क्या है कि जो एपिथेलियम है इसकी बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन एक सेपरेट चीज है और बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन जो होती है वो फिर अटैच करती है विद द लेयर 2, दैट इज द बोमेन्स लेयर. सो द बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन ऑफ द एपिथेलियम इज अ सेपरेट लेयर इन इटसेल्फ. There is complete turnover of the epithelial cells in 7 days. 7 days में complete turnover होता है. Now coming to palisades of what, ये क्या होते हैं? At the limbus, the epithelium is thrown into radial folds. This is the area where the new cells are formed by mitotic division and they move from the periphery towards the center. This region is called the palisades of what? This region over here, यहाँ पे limbus पे, we have the epithelium which is thrown into radial folds. यहाँ से cells mitotically divide करते हैं and they move toward the center. और इस region को हम बोलते हैं palisades of what? तो ये हो गई बात epithelium की. Now we'll come to the second layer which is the Bowman's layer. This layer over here. It lies immediately beneath the basement membrane of the corneal epithelium, as I have stressed earlier. The thickness of the Bowman's layer is 8 to 12 microns. One important point to remember regarding the Bowman's layer is that it cannot regenerate. When damaged, it is replaced by fibrous tissue. ये regenerate नहीं करती. Coming to the third layer, which is the substantia propria or the stroma. Stroma makes 90% of the corneal thickness, as you can see in this diagram. It mainly consists of type 1 collagen. This is important. इस तरह की high yield questions पूछे जाते हैं कि different layers में कौन सी collagen की type मौजूद है. तो in stroma we have type 1 collagen. Collagen fibrils are embedded in glycosaminoglycans. Lying in between the lamellae are flattened fibroblasts. Occasionally macrophages, lymphocytes, and polymorphonuclear leukocytes are also seen. The corneal transparency is due to the lattice arrangement of the collagen fibers. This is a very important and a very high yield point. Cornea हमारी transparent होती है ताकि वो जो light है उसको transmit कर सके. और ये जो transparency है, it is maintained due to the lattice arrangement of the collagen fibrils. Lattice arrangement क्या चीज होती है? You can see in this diagram. You can see over here, this is the normal cornea. ये जो एक रेगुलर अरेंजमेंट है, दिस इज नोन एज द लैटिस अरेंजमेंट. ठीक है, एक रेगुलरली स्पेस्ड कोलेजन फिब्रिल्स हमें नजर आ रहे हैं. यही अरेंजमेंट अगर डिरेंज हो जाए, फॉर इंस्टेंस अगर कॉर्निया के अंदर वाटर इंटर हो जाए या फिर एक्वस ह्यूमर इंटर हो जाए, तो ये अरेंजमेंट जो है, एज यू कैन सी ओवर हियर, इट बिकम्स डिस्टॉर्टेड. ये फिर लैटिस अरेंजमेंट नहीं रहती. और जब भी कभी कोलेजन फिब्रिल्स की लैटिस अरेंजमेंट डिस्टर्ब होगी, इट इज गोइंग टू बी एडिमा इन द कॉर्निया और ट्रांसपेरेंसी फिर नहीं रहेगी, या तो ट्रांसलूसेंट हो जाएगी या फिर वो ओपेक होना शुरू हो जाएगी. ठीक है, तो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस. दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. Okay, coming to the layer 4, which is the Descemet's membrane. The Descemet's membrane lies posterior to the substantia propria of the stroma and is the basement membrane of the endothelium. Now, this is a distinguishing point that you have to remember. We said earlier that the basement membrane of the epithelium was a separate layer which was being attached to the second layer, which is the Bowman's layer. But in this case, the Descemet's membrane is the basement membrane of the corneal endothelium, which is the layer 5 of the corneal structure. So you have to remember this. This is important. The Descemet's membrane consists of type 4 collagen. Now, what are the Hassel-Henle bodies? At the periphery of the cornea, there are small protrusions from the membrane, from the Descemet's membrane, which extend into the anterior chamber. Over here, okay, anterior chamber में extend करती हैं. These are called the Hassel-Henle bodies. They increase with age and are considered as normal aging phenomena. तो इस जगह के ऊपर Descemet's membrane से थोड़ी सी protrusions आती हैं at the periphery, which extend into the anterior chamber, and this is normal aging phenomena, and these are known as Hassel-Henle bodies. At the inner margin of the cornea, this membrane terminates abruptly and becomes continuous with the trabecular tissue on the inner wall of the canal of Schlemm. This abrupt termination or anterior border ring of the trabecular meshwork is known as the Schwalbe's line. You don't have to worry about this. I'll show you a diagram. उसमें ये बहुत clearly concept समझ आ जाएगा. Now the final point regarding the Descemet's membrane, it can regenerate. When damaged, it is regenerated by the endothelial cells. Descemet's membrane में regenerative property होती है, whereas the Bowman's layer, it cannot regenerate. So this is important. You have to remember this. अच्छा जी, coming to the point that I mentioned earlier, I said कि देखें ये हमारी this blue line over here, ये जो line हमें नजर आ रही है ना, this is the Descemet's membrane. ये एक area पे आके it ends abruptly over here and it becomes continuous with the trabecular meshwork. जिस जगह पर ये Descemet's membrane end हो रही है ना abruptly, इस जगह पर जो ये line create हो रही है, this is known as the Schwalbe's line. This is an important anatomical landmark. So we have to remember this, and this particular diagram is an amazing diagram. बहुत सारे structures इसमें बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, अगर आप anatomy को थोड़ी visual memory बनाकर याद करने की कोशिश करें तो बहुत चीज़ें आसान हो जाती हैं. So come back to this diagram again and again. जब भी आपको कभी angle के या फिर cornea के, lens के, attachment के, iris, ciliary body के कोई भी structure को देखना हो, this is the best diagram to look at. Okay, coming to the final layer, which is the endothelium. It is a single layer of flattened cells that are polygonal in shape. The endothelium is continuous with the endothelial cells that line the spaces of the iridocorneal angle and the anterior aspect of the iris. Over here, the endothelium, it becomes continuous with the anterior aspect of the iris. Its function, to maintain normal hydration of the cornea by barrier function, by limiting the access of water from the aqueous humor to the cornea, and by active transport mechanism, which is known as the endothelial pump. Endothelium जो है, it is directly in contact with the aqueous humor. इसका काम ये होता है कि ये endothelial pump के जरिए, active transport के जरिए कॉर्निया को डिहाइड्रेटेड स्टेट में रखती है और एक्वस ह्यूमर जो एंटर हो रहा होता है उसको वो बाहर पुश करती रहती है, जिसकी वजह से जो स्ट्रोमा की लैटिस अरेंजमेंट है वो मेंटेन रहती है और अल्टीमेटली कॉर्नियल ट्रांसपेरेंसी जो है वो मेंटेन रहती है. So it maintains the normal hydration of the cornea by the active transport mechanism and the barrier function. So this is an important high yield point regarding the endothelium. The endothelium has 5,000 cells per millimeter square at birth, 3,000 cells per millimeter squares by the age of 40 years, and less than 500 cells per millimeter square cause corneal edema. This is an important value that you have to remember. Coming to the blood supply and the lymphatics. The cornea is devoid of lymphatics and blood supply. At the periphery of the cornea, there lies a capillary network originating from anterior ciliary arteries. The cornea is nourished from the diffusion from aqueous humor and from these capillaries at its edge. So nourishment इसकी आती है aqueous humor से और diffusion से through the capillary plexus formed by the anterior ciliary arteries at the periphery. The cornea receives oxygen at the center directly from the atmosphere dissolved in the tear film. This is a high yield point, ये पूछा भी जा चुका है. And peripherally by the diffusion from the capillaries. लेकिन जो major source होती है, it's always the atmosphere dissolved in the tear film. Coming to the nerve supply. The nerve supply of the cornea is through the long ciliary nerves. और आपको ये पूरा pathway याद होना चाहिए, इसमें से कोई भी point जो है पूछा जा सकता है. Long ciliary nerve, which is the branch of the nasociliary nerve, which is the branch of the ophthalmic division of the trigeminal nerve. तो ये आपको पूरा pathway याद होना चाहिए. Axons of these nerves in the cornea are naked, they are unmyelinated and devoid of Schwann cells. These axons are sensitive to pain and cold. So this is important. You have to remember कि sensitivity जो है वो किन दो चीजों की है, pain से और cold से. Okay. Okay, तो ये सारी हमारी cornea की discussion थी. Now coming to the past paper MCQs जो कि पूछे जा चुके हैं. The corneal reflex afferent is through the ophthalmic branch of the trigeminal nerve, as we just discussed. Sensory nerve supply of the cornea is the nasociliary nerve. As I told you, case में से कुछ भी पूछा जा सकता है. So you have to remember long ciliary nerve, which is the branch of the nasociliary, which was asked in this case, which is the branch of the ophthalmic division of the trigeminal nerve. The corneal epithelium lies on the Bowman's membrane. as we saw earlier, the Bowman's membrane cannot regenerate. ये भी हमने discuss कर लिया. Corneal transparency is maintained by the lattice arrangement of the collagen fibrils present in the stroma. ये भी discuss कर लिया. The Descemet's membrane contains type 4 collagen. Descemet's में type 4 collagen था और stroma के अंदर we had type 1 collagen. Two regarding cornea. The Descemet's membrane is the basement membrane of the endothelium. ये इसी तरह से स्टेटमेंट आई थी और हमने ये स्ट्रेस किया कि Descemet's membrane जो है that is the basement membrane of the epithelium, whereas जो endothelium, whereas epithelium की जो basement membrane है that is a separate layer to that of the Bowman's layer, which is the layer 2. Regarding the endothelium, the corneal transparency is maintained by endothelial pump, as we discussed earlier. Corneal transparency is maintained by intact endothelium. Corneal source of energy pathway is glycolysis. ये point हमने initially discuss नहीं किया, लेकिन you can remember it over here. Source of oxygen for the cornea in a 1-year-old child is atmosphere. As I told you, कि atmosphere और tear film में dissolved जो oxygen होती है वही major source होती है. Fuchs dystrophy occurs in endothelium. This is a type of disorder जिसके अंदर endothelial cells जो हैं वो damage होना शुरू हो जाते हैं and ultimately the aqueous humor or the water it enters the cornea और फिर corneal transparency maintain नहीं रहती. So it is a disease of the endothelium. Regarding cornea, it has 523 to 530 microns, about 0.5 millimeters in the center. The corneal detergescency is maintained by endothelium. Detergescence का मतलब होता है dehydrated state में रहना. So the detergescency is maintained by the corneal endothelium. Endothelium उसको dehydrated state में रखती है. The epithelium, stratified squamous non-keratinized. ये हमने देख लिया. Corneal edema is caused by injury to the endothelium. Repeatedly discuss हो गया है. So this was all regarding the major past paper questions that have been asked. और हमने आपने देख लिया कि लेक्चर के अंदर ही ये सारे important points जो हैं ये हमने cover कर लिए थे. Okay. तो to sum up, हमने general considerations देख ली, cornea की layers देख ली, epithelium के अंदर number of layers, type, attachment with basement membrane, Bowman's layer which could not regenerate, stroma which had a lattice arrangement जिसकी वजह से corneal transparency थी, the Descemet's membrane which could regenerate, it had Hassel-Henle bodies which protruded into the anterior chamber which are normal aging phenomena. ये भी देख लिया हमने. Schwalbe's line हमने देख ली जहाँ पर Descemet's membrane abruptly terminate कर रही थी, वहाँ पर एक जो line anatomical बन रही है that is known as the Schwalbe's line. Endothelium का भी हमने देख लिया कि why it is important. It is important in maintaining the corneal detergescency, corneal dehydration through the endothelial pump. हमने palisades of Watt का concept देख लिया जो हमारी epithelium की जो periphery के अंदर radial folds में epithelium throw हुई थी जहाँ पर mitosis के through ultimately the cells were reaching the center of the cornea. Hassel-Henle bodies as discussed, Schwalbe's line. We also had a look at the nerve supply of the cornea. So this was it. All the important stuff regarding the cornea. If you guys have any questions, you can ask. Kindly do give your feedback regarding the session. So this is the information regarding the FCPS Part 1 course that we are launching for the February 2022 candidates. This session हमारा 1st November से start हो रहा है. You'll have recorded sessions of all topics, schedule of recorded session, mentorship by the expert mentors, mock exams, question discussions, study group support. These 3 months online course will prepare you for the following subjects: medicine, surgery, diagnostic radiology, gynae and obs, ophthalmology, ENT, and dentistry. This is all that we have included in our course format. Our chief mentor is Dr. Ahmed Hassan, my senior from RMC. These are some of the books that have been launched by StudyMate and Med Exam Expert under the leadership of Dr. Ahmed Hassan. Okay, thank you so much.